All right, we're just going to go ahead and go into RW Kings week 3. Sit your asses on the bench because you don't deserve to be in my lineup. That's right, guys. We're only going to do one from each position this week. There's a lot of guys that deserve to be on the bench, but you know what? It's early and I don't want to start lambasting guys. But I just think because of matchups, that this first guy, quarterback, going to be sitting on the bench this week. I'm going to sit Trevor Lawrence on the bench. Now, understand he came off a really tough game last week. He did come back a little bit, but they just couldn't get the ball going in the air. Kansas City's defense shut him down a little bit. I think he's going to have another test this week. He's playing Houston's defense, and Houston's defense is only getting a one passing touchdown this season. Last season, they had more interceptions than pass receptions allowed. So I'm not sure if that's a product of Lovey Smith where it's going to continue. But these guys have only given up one passing touchdown this season. I think Trevor Lawrence he's going to have a decent game, but I just think if there's another option for you, maybe a Tua, maybe a Kirk Cousins, something like that you got on the bench, whatever you did there, maybe there's a better option, like I'm saying. I think at running back, a guy I'm going to sit, and I'm probably going to sit until I see something happen, is Damian Pierce. This kid was really doing well last year, had some big games, got hurt a little bit. He was all they had, but they were using him well. And you know what? They were just running down people's throat. We're running the ball. We're telling you we're running the ball. We're running the ball right here. Come and stop us. And they couldn't get stopped. This year, it's just a different story for him. He's got 69 yards total in 2 games rushing, 2.6 yards a carry, just isn't cutting it. No touchdowns. It seems to be the CJ Stroud show over there. He has like 56 or 58 completions in his first 2 games, like second most highest number all time by rookies in their first 2 starts. So it seems like it's getting more passing oriented because they are behind a lot. So Damian Pierce, go ahead and sit your ass on the bench a little bit. I think the third guy I want to talk about is a guy that's had 2 pretty good games and one really big game on Monday night, and I think a Monday night thing's gonna hurt him a little bit. I don't like guys coming off the short week, but I don't like Chris Olave this week in his matchup against Green Bay. He's gonna have big games, and he's gonna be a great receiver all year, just not this week. I think the tiredness, he had to really exude a lot of energy late in the game last week. I know he's young, but Green Bay's defense is a little bit different animal, and I've seen him in 2 games now, and I understand what happened to them and everything else in the last game, but against Atlanta, but I just think they're gonna shut down Olave and make everybody else beat them. They don't have a really consistent running game in New Orleans. Mike Thomas really isn't producing, and no one else is really catching the ball except Shaheed Shaheen, whatever that guy's name is, and he only flashes for 1 or 2 catches a game. So I think if they can shut down Olave, and I think they have the personnel to do that and put some pressure on Derek Carr, I think it's just going to be trouble for the passing game this week. So I'm sitting Chris Olave on the bench. Really quick, guys. That was RW Kings. Sit your ass on the bench for week 3. We're closing it out. Our starts and sit your asses on the bench week 3 for the Fantasy Island crew. I am RW King. I am out.